everyone, welcome back to my channel So Little Time, and my name is Karen. So I hope you're all doing really well, and thank you very much for joining me today. Today I'm here to share with you my reveal for the SewFrugal24 challenge. Now if you watched my video with regards to my plans and inspiration, which I will link up here for you and also in the description box, you will know that I was actually only going to be making one garment this time round. I've participated in this challenge for sort of the last 4 years since it's been running, and each time I've done 2 garments, but March has been a really busy month for me, so I knew that I would only really have realistically time to make one thing, and I'm really pleased actually that has happened because I've literally just finished it and we are only about 4 days away from the actual reveal, so I am obviously recording this ahead of time, but I am thoroughly pleased with how this make has turned out. Now, I chose to make the Boxwood hoodie, which is from the Mood Fabrics website, and again I will link that for you. I've not used that particular website before for free patterns, so I wasn't really sure how their sizing came up or what the actual pattern instructions and patterns themselves were like. But I have to say, overall I'm really pleased with this. But with regards to the patterns that they have on there, they unfortunately don't give you the finished garment measurements, which is what I always use with making my clothes. So I had to go off my body measurements. Now, my body measurements do vary. I sort of yo-yo up and down with my weight quite a lot. So I kind of just roughly stick around what I am in my middle ground as such. And this particular pattern comes in sizes 0 through to a size 30, but the way they do this, and I'll show you on this particular pattern piece here, is that actually they do it in like 2 sizes each size, if that makes sense. So it's 0/2 up to 28/30, so like the size 4 and 6 are together, 8 and 10 are together, that kind of thing. So I actually initially cut out the size 12 to 14 in the pattern piece, and I went out ahead and actually cut out the actual fabric, which I've got on here, in that size. And then I did look and think, oh, that actually looks quite wide. So I'm not really sure if that's my size or not, but I know it is quite a boxy style hoodie, hence the name of it being called Boxwood. And there are 2 different variations of this particular pattern as well. So there's one way you can just sort of add a patch pocket on the front, and you've got the hood, and then it's just sort of, you just hem it without adding any hem bands or anything like that. And then there's another link which you can do a men's version, but it is actually unisex basically, and you can add a patch kangaroo sort of pouch pocket on the front, and a hemband if you would like to add length to it. So I've had a little play around with my version. So I ended up actually making the smallest size of this because I do prefer my clothes slightly closer fitting, and so I went with what I would feel comfortable in, and I feel like I've got the right fit for me. Now the fabric that I've used is a very strange fabric. It's quite fluffy. It's sort of a boiled wool kind of texture to it, but on the inside it's a little bit furry and it is slightly itchy, so I'm not really sure of what the composition is whatsoever, but yeah, it's got a little bit of stretch in it, so it's perfect for this kind of style of garment. So yeah, in the end I actually cut down my pattern pieces to the smallest size, but I did keep a little bit of length on the bottom here, as you can see, for sort of the size that I had originally cut out, because I knew that this does come up fairly short. Now there aren't many other people that have made this. I have checked out a couple of videos on YouTube, but there isn't many sort of pictures on Instagram, so I wasn't able to sort of gauge how like generous this pattern was going to be. But it is really generous, really generous. So for me to make the smallest size, I think that speaks volumes, because I'm not a size 02. I am a standard sort of size 10, 12 in ready-to-wear garments, and I am up and down in various different pattern companies' sizes really. But I usually make a size 10, 12, 14, that kind of array of sizes really. So for me to make the smallest size, I think, you know, that really does say how oversized this particular pattern is. It's a dead simple make though, I have to say. I didn't use the instructions at all. The actual hood section usually comes with grommets here where you can insert like a shoelace or some twill tape, but I decided not to do that at all. I've got this little pattern piece motif on here at the moment, this flamingo, because I'm thinking about whether to add that or not, or I might make it into a pin badge just so I can take it on and off as I please, because I do quite like the detail on there, but I might not want it on there all the time, so I'm thinking of making it into a pin badge for that reason. Now the hood isn't actually lined, and I lined my version. So I've used some jersey fabric that I had in my stash. I think this was actually a French terry, so in this contrasting grey kind of fabric, and I've made the hood so that the outside rolls in. And the way I did that, it was dead simple. I'll just show you the pattern piece here for the hood. And basically this is the hood pattern here, and where it's got like a little sort of mark there at the top and bottom, where that would be your stitching line usually for where you fold the hood in, I actually just folded that back on that and then cut this fabric, the grey fabric, out of that sort of pattern piece. So then it enabled the outside of the hood to roll in that much, so it also almost creates like a hem itself. Sorry, I'm really stuttering today, I don't know why. So yeah, that was really good. I'm really pleased that I lined that, because otherwise you would have seen the reverse of the fabric, and you would have seen, because it's got a seam line all the way down the hood, and it's a really generous sized hood as well, you would have seen the overlocking stitches on, you know, when I've actually got the hood just sat normally. So let me pan you down anyway, because like I say, this was a really short one. So I've added a hemband onto it. I initially added a hemband which was, I think, only about 2.5 inches wide, and it just wasn't wide enough. So I ended up cutting out a hemband which was about 7.5 inches wide, and then I folded that in half to create this width here that you've got. And as you can see, it is a really generous size. It's just sitting really nicely all the way around. I added a little label into, a little label into the seam line there that says "Going Sewing." And I just really like that little detail. I've added a label into the back of the neck on the hood itself. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you this. I should try and pull it round. Just there, and that says handmade. Yeah, so I'm just thinking about this this detail here, which I think I am just going to add that as a pin badge, because I think if I just stick it on, I might not always want it on there. So with regards to the sleeves, I did add length to those as well. So I'm just getting my pattern piece to show you. So I think initially I kept quite a few sizes purely just for the length. But when I was actually cutting it out, I think I just added even a little bit more onto it. So all I've done for the actual sleeves itself is just sort of overlocked the edge, folded that in and top stitched it. So it actually does look like a sort of, you know, hemband on the bottom, sleeve band on the bottom, a cuff, as it were. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with this, and it feels really nice with that hood being lined. It's added that, you know, nice thickness to it, and it's dead comfy. I obviously wouldn't usually wear it with this dress that I've got on underneath. I will probably obviously wear it over jeans, jeggings, running leggings, you know, that type of thing, or potentially another dress, but perhaps not this one. I don't think it really goes. But yeah, it's got a drop shoulder as well, so I really like that. Obviously I wouldn't usually wear it over a dress like this, so my sleeves are bunched up inside a little bit, so you could obviously size up if you wanted a slightly more sort of boxy fit to what I've got. But I'm really pleased with how this fit is on me. It's dead comfy, it's warm, which is something that I needed in my wardrobe, so I'm really pleased with this. And yeah, it was a dead easy construction. You literally have only got the sleeve piece, the front and the back piece, and also the hood. But then obviously I've added that hemband onto the bottom. I decided not to add the kangaroo pocket. I just felt like I just wanted to keep it more streamlined, and I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, I hope that I've inspired you to have a go at giving this pattern a go. It's really simple, like I say, it's free, and I think it's really generous in its size as well, considering I've made the smallest and it goes all the way up to a size 28/30, and perhaps people would need to size down. There's a really good variety of sizes there for everybody, so I think that's really good. And my experience of using Mood fabrics overall was absolutely fine. The instructions, which I did quickly have a brief read through, were absolutely fine, and there's step-by-step sort of photos and written instructions to enable you to make up your garments. So yeah, I would wouldn't hesitate really to go back and use one of their other patterns in the future. So I just want to say a huge thank you to both Ruan and Sam for hosting this challenge again, but not only that, for obviously going ahead and getting all the wonderful prizes that are up for grabs. So I look forward to seeing everybody's makes on Instagram on the 31st of March, and I hope you have enjoyed the vlog hop tour that has taken place throughout the month of March, where there has been so many inspirational videos out there for all of the free patterns that are available to us. So until next time, I shall see you again soon. Take care. Bye.